Colorado wins 43-35 in double overtime over Colorado State. Shedeur Samuels looking like Benjamin Button out there. 98-yard touchdown drive with 2 minutes to go. Down 8, plus a 2-point conversion from my boy Shedeur Sanders with Colorado, improving to 3-0. Henry Blackburn has been getting hate mail, death threats after a nasty, just trash, dirty late hit on Travis Hunter early in the first period of the game, first quarter of the game. Here's the thing about the whole Deion thing, and which bothered me so much when I was speaking with this brother on Facebook who was talking about why y'all ain't getting hype about the Cowboys. Some things are bigger than W's and L's, bigger than wins and losses, bigger than the sport and winning and all those type of things. I personally, and we talk about real stuff here. This is not just your typical sports show. I'm not gonna separate sports and politics when I talk. And if you're listening on the audio podcast, you saw the finger quotes. There are certain things to me that I personally get excited about, and I'm going to throw a blanket out on a lot of black people, how we view this whole Deion Sanders situation. College football has been dominated by white male coaches who may or may not have played the game at one time, but they've had this ability and this runway to go into the homes of young African-American men and sway them to the universities, and for decades, on top of decades, capitalize off of those young men, make money off of those young men, use those young men, Hugh Freeze, to get college jobs and to move from one college job to another college job, limiting those young men to do the same thing where they couldn't do the same thing. They couldn't go from school to school. They couldn't even get paid for a jersey with their number and name and likeness on it. All these video games, all these things were getting paid off the back of a lot of mostly African-American men by white coaches who had no cultural connection to these young men. As a black man, I am excited that Deion Sanders is coming in and changing that system. And you are a rabid fool if you believe that Deion Sanders isn't going to be getting the top high school players in the country to go to whatever school he's at going forward. And I don't care. Colorado has 2 very hard games. Oregon and USC are up next on their schedule. They may lose both of those games. But it's not about the wins and losses this season with Deion Sanders. If you can't see what that man is about to do in college football, destroying so many years and years and decades of being of status quo, things being the way they are, and stepping into a whole nother thing, he's about to break college football. And I don't understand why people don't see that. There are people who see it because those are some of his biggest critics. Those are the people who are rooting for him to fail. The people who we've been under the rule of Nick Saban for the last 20 years, seems like, where he's able to just bring in these mega classes every year. And the SEC is just, every year going back and forth, some team is getting the number 1 class in the country. That's probably happening this year with Deion Sanders. He's probably going to get the number 1 recruiting class in the country.
And not only high school, but transfer
portal. And you're talking about a guy who's got all the swag, all the charisma. All these celebrity players are coming. All these celebrity players are probably going to help him recruit guys going forward. He understands the transfer portal, probably like no other coach understands. He understands NIL deals like no other coach is probably able to understand. Probably able to broker and make deals happen for his kids that no other coach in the country will be able to do. And a lot of people are upset about that. And I don't give a damn about your freaking Cowboys, man. I really don't, man. Like, I don't care if they go undefeated, win the Super Bowl. It's not as big as a cultural impact of whatever Deion Sanders' record is here in Colorado. And I hate to make a whole nother spiel about this and take it off of the field, but that's why I'm super excited about Deion Sanders. I ordered my Colorado hoodie today. It'll be in the mail in a couple of days. Man, I'm excited to rock that joint.
Need them shades too.
I need to get them shades too, man.
And that rollie.
And I got to get that too, man. The AP. I got to get all that, man.
All up.
This is where Deion is such a legend, man. Mm-hmm. Like, this man, the narrative before the game obviously was the Colorado State coach coming out and saying,
mm-hmm. Which I did not know was a black man.
Exactly. That's what they out that night.
Shout out to that brother.
Shout out Jay Norvell.
Yeah, man.
This man said I take my glasses and my hat off because that's what my mama taught me to do.
Whatever.
And
you just ain't got that swag like Coach Prime, man.
And so what did Prime do? He comes in. He had already been working on a deal for some shades.
Yeah.
Comes in, gives them to his players. You know, that day that he gave them to his players, that's when it went public. His company made 1.5 million in sales.
It's over $4 million now.
He's a legend.
I will be finding some of those on Temu or Wish or even Amazon, but it won't be whatever they cost for real. And I'll probably have Gabe wearing some on the sideline at St. Dom's.
Let's go.
Hey, did you see that post the guy put about Kawhi Leonard was at the game, right?
Yeah.
And some guy said, like,
he don't even go to Clippers game. It's a phenomenon, man. That dude's about to break college football. The system of college football is about to end. Like, he's about to break it. I don't understand people. Well, there's been black coaches before. Nah, man. Nah. This ain't no old cornball Jay Norvell ass dude, man. Like, this dude's about to break some shit in college football. I don't understand why people don't see that. It's about to be exciting times. I'm down for it for sure.
And I know you want to move on, but here's the dope part about it.
Come on, we can stay here.
To bring it back to the field.
Number 2 is about Tiger football. You know I don't really give a damn. So we can just keep it moving.
Hey, man.
Go ahead.
I know you. To bring it back to the field, what's dope about it is not just the cultural impact that he's having, but they're actually a pretty damn good football team too.
Yes.
Like,
they're overachieving, man.
They are.
They are overachieving.
Also,
like,
salute to Colorado State for making their game.
It
Was
fire.
A blowout.
Yeah, it was fire. Yeah, man, but he's doing an amazing job, and it's about to get ugly. I don't care what they do the rest of the season. That dude is about to break college football. Like, if you can't see that, you lost your mind. Like, this dude had college game day in game 3 of his coaching career.
Colorado State.
Against Colorado State.
If it's you know, outside of when he was in for a SWAC school, his first 3 games, college game day. Like, what are we talking about, bro? Like, this dude's about to break some shit. Like, I don't understand why people don't see that coming. They see it coming though. They see it coming for sure.